Hey guys. Oh my god, this is one of the most amazing readings I have gotten in so long. So it started off, you've got the High Priestess, someone has turned into a spiritual badass. And not only that, they are coming out of their hermit mode. So although you guys have spent a lot of time just kind of, being reserved, taking your rest, getting some projects done, getting your house in order, doing the day-to-day life and things like that. But now you've really come out of it with a new sense of awareness, a new sense of listening to your intuition as like a second skin. So it's no longer like flitting between the physical and the spiritual world and being like, okay, today I'm really ungrounded and today this and that, and really having to like hone in. It's become like your second skin now. You've really integrated in so many lessons and have done so much healing and so much shadow work to be like, okay, these are my flaws, these are my shadows, and you've started getting this new excitement of like, okay, what are the new challenges that are going to come through? What are the lessons going to be teaching me? And even the bad situations, like a lot of you guys have gone through this stage of like trying to make your own employment or having worries about money and finances. And sometimes this can be a lack mindset. So it doesn't just have to be finances, but this can be a lack mindset of like, I don't deserve this higher up life. I don't deserve this seemingly like romantic, perfect fairy tale love, or, things like that. And yeah, there's a bit of fantasy to that. I get it, but not dreaming about anything bigger than yourself basically at all, because you're either in this lack mindset that you've grown up with family, or you're in this mindset of believing you don't deserve those things just because they haven't been in your physical reality before, not being able to see the bigger picture. But now you're getting a new love of life. You've got the Nine of Cups, which is like the wish granted card. You're like at the stage where you're about to come to the completion of this cycle with your emotions and being able to integrate them, and all your concerns about money or your finances or these wishes not coming true, like it's never going to be your life, they're all going to start coming in pretty rapidly. And not only that, you are going to get the Lovers, which is not only like, your dynamic soulmate, or like your, your divine counterpart. Sometimes it's twin flame, but sometimes this is meaning you fully integrated in both the divine feminine and the divine masculine in a way where you can be in both the physical and the spiritual at the same time and live pretty blissfully. Not blissfully as in there's never going to be challenges, but blissfully as in you know you, and you know your path, you know who you are, you know all the work that you've had to do. You can now stand in your power as a integrated being. And this doesn't mean that, you're not going to have shit days. This doesn't mean that you're 100% healed and you're never going to have a bad day. You're always going to be in love and light, blah, blah, blah. I don't really fall into that fantasy of it anyway, because we're here to experience the world. We're here to experience the 3D experience. Like, being a spiritual being does not mean that there aren't going to be challenges or there aren't going to be days where you fall off your rocker, but it just means that you know who you are in your skin. You're no longer having insecurities or doubts about your shortcomings or where you may have come from or what is possible for you to achieve. Oh, holy mother. Yeah, you've got the Nine of Pentacles out here too, which is, enjoying those little luxuries of life, and whatever projects you're starting or have been doing in this hermit mode, they're all coming to the end of the completion of it. So it's like, it's no longer going to be a project. It's now going to, okay, this is too many cards. Can we just get a couple cards, please? I'm sorry. Spirit's been doing this to me all day. It's too much. You've had too much. You've been taking it on as like this mental, you've been putting so much on your, you've really come to this balance with your mentality. So when your thoughts and your inspirations and all that come through, even the challenging ones, even the hard times, even the bad days, like, You're no longer going to be sitting there and letting it destroy you. You're going to be the king of your thoughts, the king of your inspirations, the leader of, what do you call it? The leader of your own mind, and knowing that you're in full control of it. So when you have these insecurities, when you have these doubts, when you have these triggers or trauma wounds, you now know how to manage yourself through them. You're no longer going to be this kind of person that's kind of just stuck in their masculine hyper independence, or like stuck in their masculine wounds where, you know, you have to be the protector, you have to be the leader all the time. You're now just becoming the leader of yourself. You know how to do it in a way that's balanced. You're bringing yourself these gifts though. These gifts are coming in. These gifts of time, money, effort, abundance, even in the physical realm, they're not viewed in the way that you think they're viewed when they start coming in. They're going to come in small. They're going to kind of, it's like getting all the planning work done before you get the funding for it, if that makes sense. So you have done a great job at making sure that, you know, you're in charge of your thoughts and your mind and the way that your mind works, but you've also been getting a bit better at the way that you handle your practical life too. So whether this is your finances, like whether you've been better at managing your finances recently and being able to be a little honest with yourself and seeing where your shortcomings are coming from, like, don't worry, we all have those days. Yeah, you're stepping into this energy where you realize you don't always have to be so outgoing. You don't always have to be so, like, what is the word for it? Like, when you come from a lack mindset, you think that things have to get brought in a sneaky way. Like, they have to be underhanded, they have to be under the table, they have to be done in some way. You had this mindset that the only way people get rich is if you've done something really horrible, or you're taking something from someone else, or like, you know, and a lot of people have that mindset, and yes, it does happen, but that doesn't mean that's the only way it happens. You're kind of coming to this realization that your abundance can come in good-hearted ways through the good work that you're doing and through the passion and the creativity that you have. And now you're going to be able to extend that out into the world. Some of you have really creative gifts or just a really creative personality where you can kind of be like outgoing in a way that's, what do you call it? Your outgoing personality is gonna be kind of the thing that does it. Instead of it being like, okay, I have to be really outgoing and I have to strive and like get there and I have to always put on this facade of being outgoing, like the person that you are coming to light, being authentic, is going to be the thing that really helps you to spread, you know, your abundance around. So you're going to have this amount of abundance that you're able to spread it around and be able to help and nurture other people as well as yourself. And you need to forgive yourself for the things that you've done in the past, because especially when you come from a lack mindset, you come from maybe a lower class, like I definitely had to do that myself. You have to forgive yourself and forgive the people that maybe put you in that mindset in the first place. So you've got the Page of Pentacles in reverse, you've got the Ten of Pentacles and the Knight of Pentacles. You're coming out of this immature energy, this childlike energy where you used to see the world in a very immature way. And that doesn't mean it's a bad thing, but it's like, until you start working through those blocks and you realize how your mindset was very childlike or coming out of childhood wounds. This Ten of Pentacles means that you're basically just going to be living life. Like, everything's going to be secure. You're able to find the little things in life that make it good. And you also got this Knight of Pentacles who's watching, who's going to come in and help you due to all your hard work. Keep your mind on your goals, but keep your heart open.